say how kumsing e gonja niba and when him so on fabo ninche. That is number 1. Number 2, mo be samu ye we na MPP ani free so say akwatia kwinsi na mo fa kira sa akoye de mu ye ni bi enkomo akoso a mo prepare for akwatia samu ko unleash the same violence and even worse, but I cannot bet you say akwatia ma hwe obibewu che de make any not try anything of this nature. Precisely. Because the boys in Swab more papa. More be come friend boko boys in Ibi. Epa or much or more I don't think you will have the field day in Okatakyie. Exactly. That one I can assure you. It is all the way by Brabaso. Some boys, you know, or Munya or Muffly, whereas you and I know. Some boys in Ukruma. I'm more prepared somebody by Okatakyie couldn't see Funua. Obianwa or relenting. The boys are ready for Okatakyie. May say more boys, you know, or more public kumano, or more free boko boys in Ibi. Epa or mucho. Some more background so. Exactly. Moya away. The Americans boys moya away. Exactly. So you are aware. Precisely. Let him know. You won't have a field day in Okatakyie. That one I can show you. Now you wanna mention video. Your body comes. Chris Lloyd, our MPP deputy organizer. More bonono. What you guys forgot is that nobody comes home. So whatever happened from toe to toe, and we are going to narrate to you what happened. But since tell a role I'll play, and then I will hear one our friend, Abbas, Candian Chileno, Abbas ni moro ye dear. Time Abbas Kojina Lloyd that you know ye dear. Why in the second hour because all her video now, even the boys were not in any shape or form going to beat Lloyd because no money anything against Lloyd. Or being a man woman instruction and a woman Abbas Kojina Lloyd a second hour boys and they say Omonche Lloyd in India no more. Now your friend say Danny follow me there is a camera aircraft on the boys in Kojina or no mudin komo. Even he kept on repeating that we are all brothers. We are not here to fight. So let's not fight. Now Monshe camera waiting. Monshe. Pause Danny pause mami. So where your body camera now a check Chris home. The catch us here when nobody comes will be out. MPP ni bioko bio ye major player biano. Yeah, the body comes. Oh yeah, I'll say 5K men. 5 body comes activate. Yeah, the body comes about. Eti Monshe video na ekosono. The boys were not even going to fight Chris. Munya careful. So boys now, hold on. So boys now, but then you chika krebi. Boys now, omoye adie no. Ba akore na shejalabia blue no. Tieniyo. Mo hwedi ya gosia. Everybody pay attention to how the whole thing happened. Na me say masintali. Edie na wo kan ye. Edie na aka kire Abbas mo. Wo dey me we will give you details. Police no more evidence. The evidence is here. Now boys in Nijina ho. Now omni Chris ni hwe ye. The Oshajala biano. Any de no military uniform no. Ayi top no. Monsha conversation a course between omni Chris. Already. Boss, Danny boss. Pause. Guy ya was shot at the orange. Your friend Abbas. Sometimes no one Mustafa Bandi and the Jina ho. Monshadie. May analyze the video na mo hu. So Chris ehun say boys ne plan say omo koye gidigidi wo ho. And Chris call say we are all brothers. We are not here to fight. We are here as brothers. You do not to fight. Now boy now we gina a guy no gina no share orange shirt. Ah yasen say mo no. Your friend Abbas. Afi mo hwa dia Abbas ne be ye mo hwa dia. Okay, so hold on. It's Abbas and quite signal almost omunye calm. And Mustafa Bande was speaking to others did not come from Mustafa Bande. Now Mustafa Bande ne Abbas didn't come on. Anna Chris echo. After moon pay attention to conversation a Chris no more.
No. Listen.
Abbas, Chris and Ekasan. Munji, Chris and no. Listen. Exactly. They were trying to cause confusion.
Precisely.
Chris bekan so much. Mun pay attention. Mun pay attention.
No. Listen. We all be one. You know, carry us we can't fight. We all be one. You know, carry us we can't fight. So, we're gonna fight for you.
Okay, so Chris has some more kind and answer. We all will be one. We not come here say we can't fight. So we not go fight for here.
Exactly.
After a guy here was a military uniform. Even the body language. So at some point, Saboy was not in any shape or form willing to fight. Eti Dani Kuachiki to Abi. Let's shut your boy in the bay. Onokwa catch Mustafa Chris on camera down a BBNC. After Mojadi.
We're gonna fight for you.
Boy, Dani Kuachika Krabi. So Chris here, we not the fight for here. We not go fight. We all be one. And a guy know a military uniform. No. Top or no. Esegna say it's okay. Nyabute.
No. Listen. We all be one. You know, carry us we can't fight. We all be one. You know, carry us we can't fight. So, fight for you. We're gonna fight for you. We're gonna fight for you.
Okay, so Danny, afe shade. Time Chris no mudi nkomo wi no. The boys were calm. Now Danny hwehwe video Malik Basintale eba no. Now Basintale be yadie bi. They say mudi Basintale makacho as a young man you come into politics. And this is what you want to use politics for. Afe boys nyina were calm. They were not ready to even do the gidigidi.
Exactly.
Yan shade Basintale ayeye. Tama Oba and make sure pictures with arrows pointing the directions in which Abbas move here. Exactly. Don't forget that now Abbas ejina baby Mustafa Bande jina no. Eye then Abbas movie call baby Basintale jina. Basintale ne card ye. E then a letter Abbas e movie be jina eye Lloyd echi. Na o signal say Lloyd no onye. Afi Basintale ne ba no mo hwe no. Mo hwe ade. Okay, pause it. Dani kuachika krebi. So this video, washa Basintale drew honano. O movie course certain direction. And was signal Abbas and Abbas in some movie course that direction. Mum pay attention and watch the video very carefully. Afe Bodani Bonamushadi. Okay, hold on. So Abbas in a ginemuno. Basintale move ya ko the right side of it. Shebebi Abbas is be move ya ko na eko he conversation habi. Yanko. Dani yanko. To hear ha no ma e dia instruction na no ma no. Okay, so Danny, young children pictures, okay? Give them the pictures and the arrows of where Abbas was standing. Tienye, Mr. Timmy, Yatnasi, analysis of the whole video. Yamasi Mediagro. For the record, we have a solid team behind. A team that sits down. And Minoka say all the footages from a cameras in Inina. You analyzing Inina. The police cannot run away. The police cannot do anything. Because we have the evidence. And we are presenting the evidence. Now, Mosha Baby Ana Abbas, then he zoom in. No Mosha be an Abbas. So, Basin tell the bodyguard now, on any number, dear Covenantino. And the movie cost Segna Abbas say, Basin tell it won't see you. 10 years. So, Abbas in the general on our no point in and Marsha Basin Talebano. Nobody guard be the idea Covenanty. Somebody guard in the Gina Meadow. I will move it towards Abbas. Now, for Monshadi, Danny. Connect picture. Na yansha baby abasin telling you about bejinai. Yeah, you connect picture. Me read more by your conclusion. But the more baby more should you see. So this is when Abbas was moving towards Basin Tali's direction. Someone who baby earlier now Abbas Jina. And more who baby Basin Tali Jina moving on. Someone who this is evidence based. When you're true. After Danichiro another picture no. And this is the video. So we crop this from the video and we are showing you with arrows and evidence how Basin Tale met Abbas. Omumiti dia no muka o. Na dani chiroma another picture. Chiroma ni anko. So bodyguard na odi adia Covenanty no. Ono the movie earlier. E dia no ho ka kira Abbas. Ema Abbas movie ko share Basin Tale. Now let's go and show them a video. Tama obini Abbas di nkomo wiye no. Abbas be gina he. E dia no ye. Dan the movie ni ankonko video bi. Me say ya mase be di agro. Team not trust analyzing. Ave monhade. Monhwa say Abbas kura eye ntumagubi kura nsem. And what they signal ogina Chris echi. Lloyd guy no mbo no. Already Chris was not fighting with them. On somebody's instruction. So if you look, Danny, there is a video the boys charged before they go here. And you almost started here. Now, no many police for not planning. And the police is on tape saying that Semeka the Cheme Bawa, Akombe you manya bring me papa. This is the police on tape saying it. And when push come to shove, we will give that information to them. Police for say, so maybe Bawa, Kombe me bring me. So no wonder that Abbas ko jina police for anymore. I was signal Lloyd. Police for na because they were aware. Exactly. Now Yensha Abbas, after the instructions had been given, o movie ko he o ko kire die. Dani boni yanko. Ma di Abbas yene sana. E wona Chris, e wona Lloyd jina. Eti okay. Which video now was no he was signaling who Lloyd is. We evidence based. Abbas didn't go signal who Lloyd is. The SCM bono or signal. Okay. Now what's your video near? Oni. So who sent Abbas? One a man Abbas kojina Lloyd echi. Why the signal Lloyd is omume fane ko bono? We evidence based. We are evidence based. First of all, Lloyd and Cross one boys in the cocoon. Danny, pause it. So Danny pause it. Now get the video, boys in the charge ya no mobile. Get the video, Danny. Video now, boys in the charge ya no mobile. Get that video. So first of all, Chris did not go there to go and fight. As it has been shown clearly. Precisely. Chris Kwasi, we are all one. Exactly. We are not here to fight. Exactly. The boys agreed they were not going to fight. Precisely. On whose instructions did they do the foolishness they did? And I'm saying, body cams was on so many of our people. Evidence in it, they will analyze it and match them. So when the fray okay, this is the video the boys had gotten the instruction and they charged. Omo charge ye no. Hwe se Abbas gina Chris echi no den tumago e kire ne so. Dani ko achi na sabra bio. So when they had received briefing, no munim Lloyd Kro, and Abbas and Akojina a year Chris Nechi, and watch it, or then to go show. That is how come movie Chris Kobono. So who gave the instructions? There's more evidence, there's more videos. Semu pushia ya mbe hunu nioma. Obetre nioma so. I catch Robasentally, young man, and that's when they went in there. Already, boy, we know anyana against one Lloyd Beckham. From the evidence we have, so somebody gave the instructions for them to do what they did. And Greater Accra Regional Treasurer, Rachel. Rachel Nana Esha or Nick Chris Nana, it was Babesia. Presently, you are my brother. You are setting a very dangerous precedent. Now, my main currency to say, Basentale ne wafa, Sasantimemwa, ne wafa no mienu, any Abujinapo, any John Jinapo, in fact, the cousins. Abujinapo, ni John Jinapo, Mame, or Machiriba, and a Basentali, or Machiriba, and an Ebani Basentali. So Abujinapo, ni John Jinapo, Mame, or Mun or Mama Minuaba, and an Ebani Basentali. So Basentali and Abujinapo. They are cousins. Basentale and John Jinapo. They are first cousins. Where Mamini? No, Mamini, free your phone back. Mammy put it on record. Basentale, you are my younger brother. And I've told you, when you were coming into politics, I gave you a platform. I made you popular in Accra. You are treading a very dangerous path. And then many minyanum from Ayaboko, Mebresia, Yeti Nkomobi. You know why you know. Oko make you commentary before Aboko. One Kasawunya, or cousin, F4 phone catcher will say, Sebastian Telewan Yankwas, Semna Miamisu Mochoti. I'm telling you, they are angry with you. Be very careful. You are a young man, be very, very careful. As my make way away. Mesoko make you commentary be. About a yaboko. Wow, Nuya, F4 phone, F4 catcher says, would this uncle Semna make out? You know, I said, be very careful. You're my brother. I'm advising you, be very careful. You move your way. Now, some more evidence here. Evidence in it. You yana Zebila MP. On also justification. Any question, Pratt. Moza, one more justification. And they say, yes, how come say actually pepper spray it pepper spray in your bono kwasi prat on kan correct onya no correct edika wuchi na ho na oba mema charge wo so no mo ba so a edika mo obi use pepper spray ko use dey onya no correct now you move away general you move away. When you say when you want, Obakaya Mako Yongo, 2015, time Omuko Talensi by election. Now Omuko Kunto Korea. Obaka no one Minister of Interior. Asamoka okay. Or say violence begat violence. Moka's statement. They justify foolishness and stupidity. Me smooth try and no work with here. Many boys be bramoye and I know guy a deputy forestry commission CEO. Your friend say Abranti, your friend say Elikem Kotoko. On no issue statement on Facebook who won say me ye bema means your mu akotia. Welcome, you are a coward. You have no idea what happens. You have no, you are a coward. Now you move your way. You know, another thing is a man for the tears. NDC are buying by Omode Takashi didn't cost us some. Our brother, we need to call them to order. When him says Sante, he didn't tell Krumha. F from Fanochi, F friend a man for a power macho. Say Confanoche tete, Confanoche say, Confanochi bubugu. Enunti ne manfo mebuano ema won hili konfanoche no a manfo atutu ayi ni ade ni nyansem no wanfa eye secretariat no anhye konfanoche ase because onim say o de hyewa afani e be procurement na process na hwan e be delay. It was set up hill of konfanoche committee a wo mo na ehwe so ene ya me no okasai NDC buy omo appointed a year CEO for Confanoche CEO the first interest and so was project ni nyina free a year committee ni nsem me no ka say o je free o nsem and a committee ni say onya abotre no omunwie auditing say de be ya o mbehunu say sika e ba mu ni de ya yusu ni na de de show nsani o se de bi ompene wo mfa project etimi no ka say CEO no ne Hill Confanoche project committee for wo mo de ntokwa gina mu de o mo de ntokwa gina mu de enya sa de o mo ntoa project no so Confanoche boso na sante hine sabi ni nyansem no o pese be hye Confanoche CEO ase a ankonfa CEO na ho no antoa no esa mobile no o de nkwa dewa won say the scale gum enti wa na wo movie akofes enya de ahiani bra ba kire won so wo impact won so fa wo influence said the CEO a free ho no wo de ni influence ekope eye ye kan say dialysis machine Kevin Oche ni sikani ya wo tu o ye oni ade wo CEO no wo ho okokopa ne chew emu to dialysis machine 4 e be cheye under onu ni leadership and a dialysis machine say Confanoche enya almost be to o ba ide an waye o de o ba ye no quickly be so okokopa bidi je say ho na ya jijiska kugu o kojeje o mo se twan no mo wie audit o mo wie audit o mo de be hye won sa na afa wo free wa ye hunu ba bia wo so de koduru ye tuntimi nwura obi a ensisi obi a ade ba no Why Hill Confanoche project? Sante hine yeski, ma megina ntwe na pa. Se Confanoche yi sante hine na ne wo sere sere ade. Ave no hu ne so wo yare papa. Wo ba ye ne se wo pese wo ye bibia. Bra government wo. Na bejiska, na fako, na government ne nye. Na ja omo start ye no nyoma de. More fire. Tell him. Ade ba no. More fire. Ade na kro no boyi. Ade ne bri. Ehunehunre. Ahoya. Skin pain. General. See wa waba foforo. Ya appointed no. Enya de ehia no so be ma amomfa ya so wa ka omo ne woni no omo de ntokwa sie ne den. Odnefu aba. Kope biadi. Sa omfa ma nne fa ma china. Opa mo nkontokwa. E ba ko pie sante hinani. So onim de akwa. Na hia hene wada ma wona santene appoint o seko ne kwotena so o krata wo mo isi wo ne baaye na hia hene o krata wo twuro ye si wo ne twuro baaye se mo hand over project no wona na ye chairman of the committee o twuro krata akoma si wo ne so nya ni nsem hunu no ena me no ka se ya appoint na hia hene so na ye chairman of a council of the Developmental for Confanoche afede na hia hene ye busa opposition asesa na krata o twuro ye ma si wo ne responsible all of a sudden ya di hina be ye chairman of a year Confanoche council it is say you busa opposition no a time wo tworo krata ba so obeje no wo tworo command so nya nsem hunu no asesa na ye ma ana woda so gina se wonya committee no mo nya omadwuma enya sa dia manfo no be kase ye ma wo ayi chairman of a year Confanoche ho ahwan no board of Confanoche ana wo yes afa de obeside with aban na yan no wonya yes ape sa na beba manfo no adwene wadama if say otworo krata first one e koma Confanoche news you so wonya nsemu no ma committee no nyina adwuma afa ya appoint to board chair of Confanoche opposition ni besesa na yan hini yebusa wo ye de ani hwe obi ampa asante asem nche obi a na yan hini yebusa kwhye busa no o me anka no kro ni nyina ho to obi ene boko ntokwa no ye besa de ho nkom ejatuato media na sheda ye quiet ye kum nkrofo ese kura de adani sojafo ne boko ntem Ye yini nyina free wa. Ama Taylor. Some nim so okruma. Oh, now the bear 1 week go to his one's issue. And I made Chram Bibi. Ama Taylor say, ye issue arrest warrant 2020. After Walker Court, Supreme Court, or Chama your mama appointed 7 judges square swim after the Supreme Court. Or also setting aside the warrant. Or seeking for a free baby sessiorarai. Sessiorarai say when a lower court gives a certain order or a certain judgment, you can go to an appellate court or a higher court to seek for an order to quash the order of the lower court. It's a whole school now a court a school no committee, disciplinary committee, Emma ruling be against war. Which may call a high court says that decision now school no disciplinary committee the amount. And on there is a case of a year Awuni versus Wayek. Awuni versus Wayek. Or Motra or Mo BC. Or Yania de Wayek is what. Now, on principle of a year, all the Ay3hu pattern say Yama Kwaya Mwame Kasa. It court in each year, said it is a decision. I'm taking a year too much of the decision. You ever heard no? Now, before that, young Heboko, a jadem, and to call Koso. I'm a soldier for a say a year kusasi for or more hino mubuni pa statue. Soldier for bubuno. Now, young Konya Shadie in 2024, Bokonto Kwano, John Mahama, any Mahama Bakwe Mama Yarga. I need me is where doctor so G-Tex also may prove it. Mahama, John Mahama, ni Mahama Yarga. They politicized Bokuntokwa. Precisely. Yemi anomo kuna ne say yo mareho no. Obi anyo mareho. Jeda anyo mareho. Omo make sure some be use ntokwa no to their advantage. Exactly. Eti yenko de John Mahama kan. Or as far as promising Bokofo, especially Kusasi for to be precise. So and I'm sure money man prison for 120. Or Bobe create your more jamo. Yenti mama.
I discussed something with him. Your member of parliament, I'm aware, has written a letter to the speaker requesting that another region should be created out of the Upper East region to cover the 6 constituencies in the Boko area. Boko Naba raised it with me. And,
okay, so pause it.
I think
pause it, Danny.
For 2 reasons. One, for reason of bringing government.
Mandan, you told them, said, we know. Ni ene honto no na. Danny honto. Okay. So, Gobi, Yankan Sisudia. Dai adie ya muhunu ye John Mahama an wo ye se wo ye ne adie no ene Bokofo especially Kusasi wo mo complain etie no be create region to cover 6 constituencies oboa 6 constituencies no onim so mo incite Kusasi fo e ma Bokofo bufu man polisi fo bufu man control ba o mo fa 6 constituencies ni yira afa yantie de John Mahama eka
requesting that another region should be created out of the Upper East region to cover the 6 constituencies in the Boko area. Boko Naba raised it with me, and I told him in principle I think it's a good idea for 2 reasons. One, for reason of bringing government closer to the people. That's the principal reason for which we create new regions and new districts. And then the second reason is for security. Boko is a special security zone because of the issues that have been happening here. And so it will be a good proposal to have a region so that it can be a focus to make sure that we deal with the security issues as well as we can. And so, I don't think it's out of place because the criteria are dependent on population, they are dependent on land size, and they are dependent on economic viability.
Okay. Danny, ye nifu so yero jo mama. Wo share wo mo bo. So oba. Wo jitum se ese kusasi fo. Enya omo region. Kusog region. Obwa odada omo. Afi ye to abawi. E de na asie. Yen hwe eye Danny. Afi mrantre ne maba wa ne wo no. Omo won say yero jo mama e dada omo. At this point, yenya NDC executives. Omo boko. No mo ye kusasi fo. 6 of them. Omo holding press conference. Say omo won so omo ban ne dada o. Eti ombe resign. Yanko ni ngoti. Danny yanko botrom.
Traditional area. And the press conference dated 15 July 2025. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we begin by expressing our profound gratitude to Almighty God for preserving our lives in these perilous times. We also thank you, the men and women of the media, for promptly responding to our urgent call in this critical moment of betrayal, bloodshed, and impunity. We, the undersigned National Democratic Congress constituency executives.
We, the undersigned, hold on. We, the undersigned National Democratic Congress constituency executives. So we are people for neck. We are NDC for executives. And we are near dear. We must say in one more day. Yenti omwe.
Kosak traditional area, Denjuri, Boku Central, Tusiga, Garu, Tempani and Zavila stand before you today, deeply alarmed and outraged by the deteriorating security situation in Baku and the total failure of this government to protect the land.
The total failure of their government, this government, the NDC government.
Of the very people who gave them power. On July 30, 2025, the people of Kusab woke up to what can only be described as a state-sponsored assault, not only on civilians, but on the very soul and authority of our traditional leadership. In an appalling and indefensible act, the military desecrated the image of our revered overlord, His Royal Majesty St0rm Bokunaba, by setting ablaze his statue, an act so vile and provocative it amounts to declaration of war on the people of Kusab. The justification for this barbarity, a reported attack by unknown persons on Mampusi buses and the military escort. While we do not condone violence in any form, no civilized or lawful state responds by massacring innocent.
Okay, so it's okay. Gobi, General, the tintin and said, "No, na boko for ne, Mampusi for ne, soldier for ne escort. So, per security arrangement, the soldiers are escorting the Sekusasi for ne, Boko area, Mampusi for, na soldier for escort you. Say, Bokono, so Mampusi for no medal. It's in case one move Tramuna, the Adiana, Wombefa, Kusasi townships in one. Soldier for no a ye. And ye near synchrophobia attack soldier for. Now, one believe say Kusasi for the year. No soldier for na retaliate. Abubu statues in the idea of a Yemianum Kusasi for. Now, Yemianum Kusasi for are saying that. Your more buying no affail. Your mama capitalized on their grief for political gains, and yet when they came to power, it is very obvious. So, when your mama just solve a problem, but rather they will capitalize on it. Omo MP, Mama Yaraga, Wababeka, and at this attack, I will not make any comment because I won't comment. Mama Yaraga, Yamina Betriaka.
More fire.
Mama Yaraga, Yamina Betriaka, where a year statue no Mobubuno. Yenti. Danibo, Bobidu.
Was my highway CDTM. Grrrr, Walla, start to look about Bene Kalakoma. The Tebugumi. Goya. So, boy, Yellow, Statula, in Narilla. Walla, Zugran Pane. Open you, La Illa. You Statula. Wallahi.
Almost soldier for a year with you. I go be soldier for a year, General. Soldier for a year with you. And I bear the fight between the soldiers and the Kusasis. And Meloka say, you come for media 19. People are dying. Ewie ya ana military high command asum obi akọ eye kusasefo ho empanimfo ho ene o makọ kasa say afedi adwobre but entokwa ne koso everybody is quiet sa ntokwa we no muka say Dr. Muhammad Bawumia na hye mampusifo achi so munkum kusasefo ene ye nuanum kusasefo hu se na ye tro Dr. Muhammad Bawumia nse obi achi and when I tell you national security ade a omo yeye Kofi Onim say for peace to reign for more than 7 years Dr. Muhammad Bawumia was spending so much money just so on one kasa ne side for no ebi kura nkoboko na de ntokwa ba tie dem ekani if you don't know and so your mama mo politicizing Dr. Muhammad Bawumia on grounds of national security on one kasa spending sika so much so that ne nkrofo ni bi ebetimi cause trouble area ho omo ye keep you away from Eyeboko for so many years, more than 7 years. Just want to come back. And what was it here? Govi? No, Cassa General. I feel your mama no baby save you. Or buy an hope no. I feel you come nipa wa. I never make her. Yentia Mama Yarga. Yentia Mama Yarga. Danny, Bovidio Mama Yarga say, you call Nikura, bear 3 days over ye. Eko kum nipa on commentary. On commentary Nabeka. Yamid a bit chiaka. Modi to come out of political gains. Danny Uncle, Yenti.
It's always been an omission or, for very strategic reasons. If you ask all the people sitting here, my own village, people went to my own village, attacked and killed relatives that I know who are very close to me. And I never commented. And I came under intense attack from family members, from tribesmen.
So hold on. Member of Parliament for the area. Honorable Mama Yarga. Osi ya kone kurase. Ako kum nipa wono kura ye related to. Ewo ho. On commentary. Oya dear. Why are dear pa? Mona mudi we year politics. Our brother munim situation is a chieftaincy conflict. Munyina muni no krema mo. Samu ye nuanom. Sankanyame ya dom. Not the elite communities no. O mama yarega. Mushia won kranya. Oni Dr. Muhammad Bawumia mu ye free. Mushia nkran bonkomo. It is a nyashia. Akamona nyame atom nsem a mabeya elite communities of the village. It is okra de we no ne maame ne afri ha na ne papa free ha. It is ka okra no be yampia. Aka wo in a position so be call for calm. Mo de politics. Professor Mills baye na Kufo President Kufo as suggested two-state solution. Ya ka two-state solution. Say bia ye say ye nchem na we mu nkodia na we nkodia. Emma Professor Mills baye or yes we be follow. Ya musa mama yarega. E dey no ka che Professor Mills. So yes a o me lose seat o nyina. Enya no kure. Mama yarega wan go kasa. Wan kan che Professor Mills. Afi o kan na Professor Mills say ye be lose seat na peace be ba o kwa ye lose. Mo share na mo stall the process. Mama Professor Mills anto aso. Afi ye kum grofo a woni mu a. Mo ye ni paponi especially NDC. Your mama na say ye wo aban mu a peace baboko. Peace dey na baboko. Peace be ya. Ave yenya MP for Boko. Wono so ekekam. MP was the Ebenezer ahumre in Debil. MP for Boko. Was he anyandai? We hold the press conference. We come. See anyandai. NDC communications officers. Almost so come. Yanyo Monday. Yanyamadai. Mona Modi and Kusasi ni a Yaman Prusi Fontokwa. And then politics.
Exactly.
No manya some for sure. Some we need all the 6 seats. Now we more we need 6 seats now. Mon congo solve problem now. Me won say Boko Center, Boko woman be MPB. What the pressure ever to Santehine so. Say Santehine nya ntam ne yi. Fa pressure bi am to Santehine so. Of what some sorry wo. Una make send the onye. Fa pressure bi am to no so. Oh ye nyina mu nunu machiri. Santehine e so bi nyina mu nunu machiri. Etuo no sophisticated weapons no mo use no. One na toko mo. Anya nkran ya na mo toko. Anya mo na mo toko. Farmer na wo no wo ho no Exp0seys wo scared koto. Your door yi share bata no. Enka tie no. M16 was scared to. It is a 1% to Kwanabeko Shua. Elite society, both Kusas in the Mampusis and one crime. Munshia Nemo Honkomo, Mama Yariga, Asa Yariga, Dr. Mama Bomia, Munshia Nimko one crime. Namunka said the question and yet. And so moving political capital out of it. Once someone can we, Mama Yagans on can we. Then I know the bow of fear, but you know, Tina White. Tina Fire. Some say bibia mo de be politics. Mo nua no mu wu na mfam ho. Kusasi fo wu mfam ho. Mampurusi fo wu mfam ho. Mo betena na mo no nom champagne. A hihye coat. Na ye press conference. Enkra na wo ye press conference ye nyande. Kono ko press conference ni wo mam ayi boko. O jina nkra ye press conference ye nyande. Ko ha? Ko ho. E ho na ntokwa no. Press conference ye ba nyande. Said the okoye campaign winning no. Akwa manuanum dia gu mfeno mfia o chira kwa campaign politics. What? And more Paponesa. As a politician is the conscience ka kreni mutrim. Anything that brings power to your doorstep, you don't care.
Exactly.
All nonsense characters are this. Mama Yariga. Be serious.
More fire.
General. Catch Mama Yariga some so serious.
Get serious.
That's serious. Honorable. You're one of the finest brains.
Precisely.
Get serious.
Exactly.
Call your Boku people. I'm one crino. Sit on the round table. Been doing it for. Ay bakui. Minu ya boy ye friends. Oh friend is the party. Oh binduri krachi. Oh they are me minu. Too bigger. Call them, settle with them. Say Charlie Akunto Koya check from 1950s. Kwame Nkrumah person. And to Koya na di mu abesine. Ade na ye be ye. Ye dia bank na. Etuo ni ha. Misremo. Mom ye nyina. Ana ma share no twa picture am say o ye nuan ma mo ho. Ye pe solution. Etuo mra fom. Tika adwobra mai. Mom pesa adwobra beba. Mo nya mo adwene. Mama ya ga betina ayi ahye shirt ahye coat. We so ahye coat to nchen. Na de cha atare opempe. Koboko ne koye sa press conference. Koboko. Na mu ye kaboko for fine gentlemen. Abojina poni jonjina bo. Mo nkonam ko solve mo krom problem.
Exactly.
And
you are for political capital and when you might be some more solving. Moka samba solving and number solving. Munina mo kambum. I won't cry her. Some more traffic church, Remunianum say, Ajubre, Yam Fetuma, or Munina Bija.
Exactly.
We Yam Fabacon some too. Omukuamo. Ave, you see a brand here. Bola bedi wabakuru ni mu akokoredi ebe ma no de ne yire na hwe no wabakuru ni mu de ne yire din da no so no wabakuru ni mu kwasiato no do yo ba wona ne yire ni wona ne kunu ni nyina na ba wona ne kunu ni ma ne ba no ba bedu ye no fa gate 19 gate 19 no. Okay, so Baumia is not from Baumia is a Mampusi person. So when you say he's not from Boko and has no ties with Boko, okay, so let me understand. How is Baumia? Because he's a Mampusi and the fight is between though Baumia doesn't come from Boko proper. By any new Mampusi for versus Kusasi for Neko. It ended for the Ombe baby the Neura. I don't pay baby new right. I'm find a solution. Why? When you been free, Dr. Mamadu Baumia, on Pejan and Sound call it for calm. Mama Yarga, won't call it for calm. Our brothers, we cannot continue to kill ourselves. Keep it down. Let's find solution. Baby, Eti Bolabed no Kuma. I already a number. Na dear Yana Ara, who say. Enipa wo didi judge for atem. Enipa wo didi sitting presidents atem. Enipa wo twa mada pelkuru ni. Nipa kankan brita. Futa. na obedru kuro ni mu a near the nafa VIP VVIP presidents former president any diplomats ever when a warrant is on that idiot and we say we are resetting so resetting no abiding ni buo a court warrant court warrant da branch so na avia branch ba na national security for afa no near nafa baby of presidents former president VVIP gate 19 near man V8 miensa na national security for kloklotro ga the pakan kan say your mama memu the pakan kan say yo we obey den ya yes justice cheba for at the warrant to so in 2020 10 year arrest warrant court issue arrest warrant the court ne kan nyina say so this justice cheba for no did justice cheba for atem na justice cheba for at the NCA case so bobeka ya in 2020 akufo ado pen so and the case court na NCA officials bi yes we ma discuss NCA na justice cheba for na preside over the matter and a branch his usual fashion okodi justice cheba for atem say our videos our audios our here chere justice cheba for ayi compromise ave yen konko tie video any audio sukura no so wo na justice cheba for a compromise and whenever you scandalize the court oku court nanimu asia the court has been given an inherent power to protect itself by operation of law by the convention of the court whenever you scandalize you guys was oku court no animu ase ebu court no animtia my court need look a certain way in the eyes of the people the courts have inherent power say omobe frel say wo cause contempt and mo be kai a muntie three case no na ye di eye case afam say Supreme Court ne election petition ana muntie three akuga ne Mugabe wom ko di Supreme Court na tem kasi e be repi ma e be repi judge no e be say we yasa wo bu court no animtia and by operation of law ya ma court ni to me say obefro for contempt na ofro na se wa ma the court has been given the power to issue an arrest warrant tienie na ona be unu say akwa we chief just we jimisa na arrest warrant no e die nti ne issue arrest warrant ye issue arrest warrant and say the police should arrest you because the court has subpoenaed you yakasa court has subpoena wa the mraka cho se bra ne be you no now if you will not come then the police must arrest you and bring you to the court never chire die ntia any kwase court ne punish you so by operation of law arrest warrant when it's issued it is not for you to go to jail because arrest warrant is issued abe ye be grounds are branches or challenge
more fire.
And ani yanko ne kobo video sa video na no shot ade white no wo did justice cheba for them say o videos chere say justice cheba for why you compromise it yenye free so obe ka kira da sane say justice cheba for a compromise and ye ekwa bi so the judgment ba na anko ne say the wo penwa wo bu court na nimtia if justice cheba for say bra wama dan yentie de ye ya justice cheba for eko issue a arrest warrant to
more fire.
Na ye be ready arrest warrant na also seek to set us aside na gobi the arrest warrant to so and ye ko Supreme Court na go set aside wadwini mu ha if say warrant is in such a way that the moment you are arrested and you are brought before the court the warrant is discharged it is also when you go to the court and the warrant will have no effect again wadwini mu anti na wonya futufu anti afi ye ne judges ni bedi nkomo muntie asemo kan muntie
I have tapes audio. I will release them if the right thing is not done. Justice Cheba has been compromised by this government, and the quicker the Chief Justice takes him off this case, the better for our judicial system, and also better for the Chief Justice himself. This is not a warning, but a serious caution. I have said, I have tapes, audio. I will release them if the right thing is not done. Justice Chieftaincy has been compromised by this government, and the quicker the Chief Justice takes him off this case, the better for our judicial system, and also better for the Chief Justice himself.
Eti Abrantie Jani General Obi Abrantie time Justice Chieftaincy eti NCA case no and was say our tapes our audios kire say Justice Chieftaincy ye compromise
Exactly.
Why na Justice Chieftaincy say brananim for audio for tapes chrono bra ne be kire ye nche ni kwase ye punish ye be ba be hwe ono ne police in the grounds of a application no very wap guy na adwene ne mu ye be read the points now make you know na fe ya hwe one by one ni ahwe de odi court na court it also wo judge or case so o audio o tapes kire man for say he's been compromised no say bra for audio ni tapes ni bra wa ma now say any may issue arrest warrant against you. Now, young country arrest warrant in Justice Chieftaincy issued in 2020. If you feel civil rights or fundamental human right has been abused, there are processes that you go through. Constitutional and Article 33. It says that when you feel your fundamental human rights have been abused, you have to go to High Court and make sure you seek for a redress. It will head of Supreme Court. The Supreme Court judges in here. If it's a fundamental human right, the arrest warrant was not issued in accordance with the law. Where is he supposed to seek a redress? Is it not a High Court? Supreme Court. There are so many cases. Exp0seys the Attorney General. So many cases are there. Which says that you cannot wrap the enforcement of your fundamental human right and make it more like a public spirited issue. Public interest in a case. Now coincidentally, Otina Honwa, Emma Jomama appointed 7 judges. Now quickly, what the other so set aside. I set it aside. Have a young warrior there, Danny. Justice Chieftaincy issue arrest warrant. You read the arrest warrant, no? Now you read the wording of the arrest warrant. Niyan say arrest warrant is in such a way say the court in the person who can say wo ya frosa bra na wo madia police monchino enfamra. As it stands now, the arrest warrant is still effective. It ya hwa kwan ya be fa so a national security for be bo akwa we hu bai. No mo na ko Supreme Court to say omo kwa ma yi sa arrest warrant for abra mo arrested no. If it's a national security police by the time a guy we be free sa hotel no me no kasa me be owo say fie bi adwoma ma wie ye o wie ne service no see your fan channel former vice president fio e ho no mo de boy yakotra under heavy security. What kind of foolishness baby a Kevintela chini baby a president e ho ne ya second etimu a Kevintela abuse mo or ti baby a former president adwoma ma wie ne service no see your fan channel e ho no mo de nakotra e ho no mo de nakotra under heavy national security na adwoma ma na em say bibi chichi no na nkwase ade we wo so Jeremy Kanyi na ye hwe kwan ye be fa so a say arrest warrant is still effective wa akwa we be free ni fie ho akopie eye court wo Supreme Court wo on the 22nd a ye arrest no if say o free sa fie ho eko court wo even see you arrest you the arrest warrant to so you don't no fly a list so so the very moment our Orlando airport immigration is supposed to alert the police. National security is to na ye hwa kon on be fa so de na copy Supreme Court that means all of you are in contempt of the court. Mu court nti na moto agdi nkwasasem sa brantie wi oye hwanya kwasia se ye hwanya bola bed we ye hwanya Obi, it you ready arrest warrant baby otini baby American Kevintela kwateni under heavy national security protection. National security na so watch Kevintela because arrest warrant dan so no. Police na say check Kevintela because arrest warrant dan so no. Sa police ni na e bona ho bai. Where state? Where a state? Ma build this state. Where state?
Just look at that.
Ave Kevin Taylor said yeah issue arrest warrant. What tenancy more than a year 5 years. One pair arrest warrant no one semanka. They say what the fake doctor ne buy I bogu and why yes and one kasa per appointment. Name was arrest warrant and that's why it me man appointment. TSO ko Supreme Court echo offset it. Echo set it aside. Na yebusa arrest warrant no e ye de ba dia. Now yebusa Justice Cheba Bafuboni. Enwita Mensa Bunsu. Ajebu Asiedu. Justice Lovelace Johnson, Justice Akabuafo, Justice George Kumsing, Justice Amadou Tanko, Justice Yoni Kolendi, Justice Eye Yao Jewuang, Justice Ejefrem Pong, Justice Dakwa Sare, Justice Jamefe de Menkokura Brim no. Obaye obechere yade under constitutional law. Obaye no a one-time guest lecturer. Oshwemenim was you are such an intelligent young man. Let me see me nyina mpesa me yes or no. Justice Jamefe, we are watching the courts.
Exactly.
We are watching the courts. See, I said ya the bench warrant at 2 obi so a. A court no move protect him home. A number ma kwasia we what did the court one time say afraid justice is a mass or we are show. Na yan konko he video as akwa we edidi a judge for matem na enye mo nwa say akwa we ni obi anya issue okrum ha eso pe bibi about sex the body panel. Wait, there is a video. Oh yes, Supreme Court Justice a man. Woman, you know, woman you num na obusa question me. Bakubi or Chempana. Oh my cat here. Bakubi Okoha. Eko yesi. Chese. Anytime akwa we ni obi benya issue biano. Enyi obi na edi obi yira obi na edi obi kunu enyi obi na edi obi kuna obi etrum enyi obi na obi truma obi kwatisha obi ye gay. Just foolish is such a character. Kwasia say and then the state security protect kwasia yentie do akafa judge for man we yentie
the women judges at the Supreme Court. These are all the women almost Supreme Court. So I'm going to keep this on the screen. Send a beya when I put
radio obe scandalize a ma wo Supreme Court obe gu mani mu ase so omo ya shabofo etimede all the women at the Supreme Court and I can bet you there no person who can nyina ne say Chief Justice Araba Tokonu wo ya shawoni tie de aka ni tie de aka ni e wa shada ne man nyina agu ho na say judges no and the court no say mum protect mo ho na because of politics enti mo ba mu obi akwan so betimi adidi mo atema ya twen so mo ba biye floodgate mo biye floodgate na kofo bewram bia befam Sabranti obetime gumani mu asese de ogu na in the name of politics you the court will not protect yourself. We are watching ave yintie do beka
the women at the Supreme Court no obia din wom into obia ntie wa ade we concern no no. Be honest with yourself, come out and let the people know. Resign before it gets murkier.
We know. Pause. Danny, pause. Follow me. Debia will be says baby. That kind of what Jimmy Ana. Adia Benny. Akwa we am free dinechi. So when you a big girl, we say what do you do baby? Justice Cheba for or be can asema. Justice Cheba for on a girlfriend. Make a sense of Akolana Justice Cheba for to an about. And so Justice Cheba for on a girlfriend. And this is the character we are protecting with our state money. Wait. Akwa we. Ave muntie do obey man. Mo do obey Supreme Court man.
Saying say it would be better for all of us to protect our integrity. Which Supreme Court judge or your bar, which one of you goes to sleep at McCarthy Hill? Which one of you Supreme Court judges you say you are married
Look at that. You say you are married, goes to sleep at McCarthy. What about the dream no come? Baby
the place you go to sleep, the gentleman now Okatakyie, that gentleman was going through a divorce, and you, the judge, are one of the female Supreme Court judges. You actually got that gentleman a lawyer.
It's way possible. So we Supreme Court judge be a warrior. Obi, nani kunu sha die we ya. Onye unsure. Say emudia he say ye na yire, ananya na yire. So this is the way this guy scandalizes even women at the Supreme Court.
Exactly.
They are quite very dangerous precedent. Say Supreme Court judge be. It is a me na me yire te wo. Na me tie say akwa we ka sanse mu no. Na me nim Supreme Court judge kura. Me yire dia na me no. And this is the kind of person you born hobai. State in born hobai. Have a yenti over ye.
3. You, the Supreme Court judge, we your bar, sir, nipa 5 you are about 15 years older than this gentleman. You are about 15 years old. You are older. You are 15 years older than this gentleman. Question 4. And this is a specific question. There is a place near the Swiss school, near Ekufuadu's place. You, this woman, have you been sharing bed in that neighborhood with a member of parliament? Listen, there is a specific place near the Swiss school. It's very near to Ekufuadu's place. You, the Supreme Court judge, you are a woman. You say you are married. You have been sharing bed with another politician. I'm giving you specifics so that you know that I know what I'm talking about. Who is this gentleman? Question number 5. Now, let me go more deeper. The gentleman, you, this person you are seeing, the person you, this judge, you are seeing in Ghana is a businessman. He's rich. He's less educated. You, this woman judge, you go to this man's house. And the funny thing is you leave the house 5 a.m. every morning.
This is the character. Say Supreme Court for so mama kwama we dey do matema. Etoje wo ma. Justice Bafuboni. Say if there's the character, mo be say mo protecting against the court. Etoje mo. Justice Jamefe, my role model. Etoje mo. I no dey obi any hweka. Na yenkon kohwe wovi na samo de court no yenkon ni yenkoshe the grounds on which he's looking for a defense say yen set it aside yenkon the grounds also they set it aside okobusana ebako one of the grounds is that then yen ready ne grounds no one of the grounds is that he was not given a hearing so it breaches the principle of odi aterim pattern. Okay, so when we say odi aterim pattern, what it means is that when it comes to the principle of natural justice odi aterim pattern and no more Judas in Kasaswa. So odi aterim pattern says that whenever you accuse a person, the person have a right to obey appear to be heard. Exactly. And I say you can no more Judas in Kasaswa. It means you cannot be a judge in your own court. But by operation of the law, even a directive from the CG, the Chief Justice, when he said back contempt, the contempt is in such a way that the moment I issue Brano, you are coming to prove why you should not be punished. So the principle of odi aterim pattern and normal Judex does not apply. In first place, so when you dump and daft, odi aterim pattern no, your natural justice law or say, Yama kwani yentio. arrest warrant yes you fa be dey arrest warrant yes you fa amda na fa amda be dey ni entio ti se wunyimi ya o si ya entio ni issue arrest warrant na yes bra ni entio nso a o si dey wama na ne wo ba idea what is the essence of issuance of arrest warrant because arrest warrant no ye be issue a it means yes bra court na so wo ma o so si dey bi ye ntie wa no asem we adwini we lawyer ni na atwere we akoto court we dani ya we arrest warrant no the republic versus a year you jembafo boni okay expert the we arrest warrant no we warrant nye no me hwehwe de wono Kevin no amatela and koto court no yen hwehwe no na yen ready grounds for a year setting aside we you've been reading the point by point. They make some note to be about the points I was raising. You better point 7, you better point 15, point 11. You ready and educate your branch. And I have large. So case Kevin Taylor they are to court. I say in the matter of the Republic versus a High Court, Commercial Division, respondent ex-party Kevin Echo Taylor, applicant. So on the court say yes to was I Kevin Echo Taylor of the United States of America do hereby make an oath and say that he is even lying on oath, which is perjury. When you lie on oath, it's perjury, and we will show you where he lied on oath. Ojina say, and that was signed yes akrate. So Kevin Taylor is supposed to sign before we file the application. When him said that or case or fly or sign we no America or ye show that then the judge for nothing. I say I Ekwe Taylor. I am a deponent hearing an applicant in the above a year at the institute okay for I therefore depose blah blah blah. Then if I'm going next page, you ready point by point. Let me educate this idiot. Nya grounds for okay, so you have grounds for application. Yanko point by the next page which shows point 2, 3, 4, 5 in the other no. Yanko now you read it. Kokase mientia ya mami hearing. E could do baby. I say my name is Kevin Taylor, but the arrest warrant was for Kelvin Taylor, which is not my name. But the Nkrofo say, Yaminti, Misusu say Yamia, Etienne Sadia, Monsati aside. Meanwhile, time I issue arrest warrant TV. There is a video how could the Justice Chamber for what? Danny enlarge near ready moment. Near ready point 7. And Danny, well, 22nd. Bakovi, I say for quite some time, friends and relatives in Ghana have informed me that the High Court of the Republic of Ghana can tell us who I'ma tell us one thing. Name on friends and family, and I inform me say has I say the High Court of the Republic of Ghana has issued a warrant for my arrest, but none of such relatives and friends have ever made available to me a copy of the High Court's order, despite several requests. Indeed, friends and relatives in Ghana have drawn my attention to several social media discussions of the said warrant for my arrest, but none was able to provide a copy for me for my attention. Then you find near video. Tell me you issue arrest warrant in you or Baba the Justice Chamber for so if you were unaware of the warrant, tell me now the Justice Chamber for such an unintelligent idiot. Danny was say point 7 and 8 was it one nim hori tienio one nim hori on tay na fe na nenam for draw na attention say why in yade afa ye busa muntie video muntie.
You Justice Chamber for were you in this country? Were you in this country when an imbecile like Kennedy Japan? Were you in this country when an imbecile like Kennedy Japan was going around insulting all judges in Ghana? Were you in this country?
You go
after Kennedy Japan? You didn't, right? Because he is one of you. Today, I look in your face and I tell you the truth, and you want to explode. Kennedy, 1962, Japan insulted.
Okay, so hold on. Also, you're so daft that even your trauma, Kennedy Japan, 1962 year birthday, your trauma hono. All really grown 1962 birthday, Kennedy Japan 1962. You are such a daft ass motherfucker. This fool, where you are going? Ah, Kennedy Japan 1962. Anyway. We use script free anymore. Because you are born one of in Ghana, you did not come out to issue a warrant for him because Kennedy is better than me or is better than the other Ghanaian on the streets. You have not lived up to expectations, and you don't even deserve to be where you are today. Justice Chebafo, you the same judge. And if my producer is ready, please, if you have, I'm gonna make you show some pictures. You know, the Herald did that story. Ghana Web actually did that story. The Supreme Court actually did something. It's Yachramano, Danny. Any power 0.7 and 8 was who any more it is Santa Manaka Senedanaka. I didn't and I will see I issue warrant against you. Were you such an unintelligent human being? It is Supreme Court, yes, Madame, yes, or say 0.7 and 8 was one do a new see I issue arrest warrant. A video arrest warrant video as far back as 2020. You issue we no baby the Justice Chebafo. Now then you can read the points 11 and 12. Now you shadi. Go be ya must be dia group. They say team no. You share team no. Team no lawyers account. Lawyers account. Intelligent people. We sit down, we analyze. Video analysis account. That is how come me analyze it. You see what I have. Now you ready a year 10. Also, given the frequency of the reference to the order and discussion I have heard about on social media, I engaged the services of my present solicitor sometime in April this year 2025, who after about a month, that is sometime at the end of the May, of search, sent me a copy of the order, which is exhibited here to and marked A. It's Kevin Taylor say, meanwhile, who started why you know what the case chrono share so it's now winning more near Condemnation 2 years and a case they share so in reference to such a daft ass. My lawyer explained the difficulty in obtaining a copy of the court order because although I instructed him to find the order, if any, I did not know which court issued it. Unim court to create issue here. Meanwhile, better how about Justice Chebafo di? And after the warrant, it's Justice Chebafo. Now, what you call to be. It's a Justice Chebafo. No, the case was a NCA case so. And unim court what is so. And a warrant, contempt of court is in such a way that when it is issued, you will come before the same court and the same judge. It will say we did not know which court issued it. Such a daft, dumb way statement. Point 12. The order says that it is issued for the arrest of a certain Kelvin Taylor, highlighted Kelvin, which is not my name, but given its close resemblance with my name and the information I have received from my friends and relatives in Ghana, the order is believed to refer to me because all the media discussions I have heard on the subject all point to me as the subject of the order. When there is a video you saying that you've issued an arrest warrant to me, or say you wouldn't say Kelvin Taylor not issue. We. Yeah, I court no. Yeah, you read the point 16. Gobi, you read the point 16. When was what they consider? Now in any case, arrest warrant there. Me when you arrest why you go do court in anymore. Arrest warrant and other charges. It is of no effect. So you don't take this to a Supreme Court. So what's your videos and audios? Justice Chieftaincy is compromised. Go to court and prove the video and the audio. Now arrest warrant and no. Was may go Supreme Court. Ako set aside the arrest warrant. Now enforcement of the fundamental human right of a person. Supreme Court never enforce it. There are so many cases which says the Constitution is very clear. When you think your fundamental human right is abused, go to High Court. After you share court, you point 16. In any event, the order for my arrest was made in breach of my right to be heard. So you can say right to be heard. That is the principle of Ay3hu pattern. That means you have you. But what is the purpose of the warrant? Warrant is a brand new. Also see you issue warrant in breach of your right. Right to be heard. Now court on say what's a brand new? So also audios, video. Now court on say and where issue arrest warrant. Say also say in breach of my right to be heard. Are you daft? Are you dumb? Wait. Before any order is made against me and also contrary to law, because the order for my arrest was made without first giving me a hearing. But in any case, court. What is the need for arrest warrant? The only reason I issue arrest warrant is that when we need you to come and speak, and you say you won't speak, that is when we issue arrest warrant. What's it? There be arrest warrant? You issue in the answer. Arrest warrant here. We contempt of court. What is the need of arrest warrant if you are in court to be heard? And this is the character. One of the say, video be a worker say, he was not within the jurisdiction of Ghana, and for that matter, and again, he was not a party to the case. Now muntia 3 case ni edi muntia 3 for asem ni edi omasem na yes election petition wasem ni eka and contempt you are not supposed to be a party to a case before the court can hold you contempt. So ye di case bi na wo di court no atem o scandalize court no e ma court nanim ebatia e wo manfo nanim whether o can case ni wo on can case ni wo court no can invite you for contempt. Such a daft guy says, I am not a party to. On that grounds, Supreme Court should set aside the contempt. I say I was not within the jurisdiction. Now, when it comes to the jurisdiction of our courts, because the jurisdiction and normal court in international. When it comes to the jurisdiction, there are two one initiatory jurisdiction and terminatory jurisdiction. Now we need the jurisdiction of the court, but at the crowd the impact of it is felt. It is will be the bomb. Plane mu UK. Now flight ni flyer ne do Ghana. The airspace of Ghana. That's a bomb ne blasting. Say ye bibi wa ha. Although crime ne ya anya no Ghana ha. Ye no UK. But the terminatory, baby a case in see Ghana. And the court can have jurisdiction over the case. Daft ass. Again, you don't learn. It was say I was not within the jurisdiction. What's in America now? Where did we feel the impact? Was it not in Ghana?
Yes.
So that is the terminatory jurisdiction of the court. Listen, we are watching the courts. Again, the Attorney General, when him see the contempt as Attorney General file defense. Now the court are saying that they will sit on that matter. And 22nd, Anna, book case, yeah, by Friday, Attorney General the response. Attorney General watching you. Yeah, say the way you should see you investigate, you go investigate yeah, what beba. Again, Danny, Attorney General the response in beba. But the videos are aquaway. I said did Justice Cheba for them just recently. Danny, oh yes, we file yaw. Or said did Justice Cheba for them. Na Justice Cheba for one and go. Ebi a won Justice Cheba for. Have a yente doka yente da guy.
Oh, this man, Judge Cheba for way and na Paul Admochi Ekan Asem say or the warrant at me so. So refugee Cheba for I showed his picture on any girlfriend. I have some other
just obia case ban anymore. Or will be about a dear effort panel. Justice Cheba for the girlfriend. Supreme Court judges be or Kotrim Panawaha. Paul Admochi did it room. Kadachi Kotisha. A Dubuahe. Ye do a year one passion. Just a case be a dark away Nimubiano. Or what? You know why? He's weaponized sex. And he knows the people are so foolish. The moment Obeke dear once the people are interested. It is Justice Cheba for one and a girlfriend. Meanwhile, so obey or Justice Cheba for back. See the resemblance. Onimno. Oh, who is a Kolan and Papa de Atuana? Justice Cheba for one and a girlfriend. And one. I will forbid a woody passing. And when nobody state security born home by have a yen just in jail.
When a cast or the warrant at me, so I didn't try or the case so and my day, my catcher say his posture should be just. Also on TV that the major Jim Hoche say obey ready law. Paul, Nire Jano, Obiako didn't hear my Jan. Yes, yeah. Pa, Neire Jano, Obiako didn't hear it, I'm your Jano. So, Ghanaians, are you not tired of this foolishness? Say, Aquawe no be any someone. Eso cope dear who be Bibeka. Aquawe, we. You say, Paul, I don't want you to move to movie. Nemon Paul, you know, so Obiako dino. I'm an Ira say Jano. We. When I gonna force so. Oh, Bia, oh, dear Cassian, oh, Bia. Or start here, you may be our dear Cassian. Why no what can us, Kokuba Sashade? Why no what can us, Kumha? Ah, when your dear one, some man for and there's the character you people entertain. Way more, way. I did Bolabel can't when I'm entertaining now. When I'm entertaining now. Abe Yentino. Pressed. So I did a whole show letting Ghanaians know that yes, he's a judge. He has the right to sit on a case, but it does not mean that he's God. So sitting on a case does not make Judge Cheba for some superhuman who cannot be, at the end of the day, questioned about his character.
Okay, so what did he judge for no? What did he young quantum to this magnitude? Namosim Bessati aside that, and he has some Yadi unfair mo be a floodgate in one and many bitu. Media, I will not in any shape or form scandalize the court, disrespect the court, but under your leadership, Justice Buffboni, under your leadership, if you will not protect the court and you will give this idiot and imbecile the opportunity. Then yes, I hear other videos. What did the judge for him? Na yen shade says mbeka say mo set aside a warrant when actual fact so was a warrant no and yet issued properly. The High Court is the place to go.
Precisely.
Per the Constitution. You read Article 33.
Read it.
Constitution in it. Article 33. Gobi, you read it. Yenti do you cover a judge for yenti.
Were taken as low as 2,000 Ghana to decide the destiny of a fellow man. And this some way you near Okrumha and a judge for Jim Ponchi to decide the destiny of a fellow man in court. What shows to say these judges were not doing worse during that time where power was for a few people. What shows is that these people were not involved in any kind of
so was a judge for Mojim Ponche, Mojim Koko, Mojim Yenwai. So 22nd, you shed the Supreme Court Beka. Now go you read the Article 33. Was where a person alleges that a provision of this constitution on the fundamental human rights and freedoms has been or is being or is likely to be contravened in relation to him. Chapter 5 of the constitution has guaranteed the fundamental human rights of the people. Now nobody has the right to violate. So if Kevin Taylor thinks, Ama Taylor thinks, Bola Bed thinks that by the issuance of the arrest warrant, his fundamental human rights has been breached, Article 33 of the Constitution says that where a person alleges that a provision of this Constitution on the fundamental human rights and freedom has been see a breachy, say a gusu breachy, say a bekrana is likely to be breached in relation to him. Say nye public a year can say interest na say a wood ya after court no say then without prejudice to any other action that is lawfully available, the person may apply to the High Court for redress. It is a Kevin Taylor say you issue a arrest warrant, you know, which is detrimental, which breaches the fundamental human right. Article 33 is one coin. 22nd Supreme Court. Please, we are watching.
Exactly.
Judges, please, we are watching.
Precisely.
Justice Jamefe, my role model. Justice Yoni Kolendu, very learned judge.
Exactly.
Justice Ayabafu Boni. If you people will not protect the courts in the name of politics, may the good Lord that blesses our nation continue to bless you people and bless us all.
Exactly.
We shall meet next time. Bye bye.